Hello, everyone. Today I will show you how to create a canvas from SharePoint Online List data using the Power Apps Maker tool. Here I will use two approaches. 1. I will select this start with the data approach, and another approach I will use SharePoint Online List, and from there, directly using the Integrate module, I'll create a Power App. So first, let's get started with the Start with Data approach. Not only that, I will show you what exactly the difference is between a model-driven app and a Canvas app. Till now, we have read many articles about these two apps. But what is the difference technically between these two apps? Here I'll show you with a live example what exactly is the technical difference between these two types of apps, right? So let's get started. So yeah, this is my Power Apps tool. I am on the home page of this Power Apps Maker tool. Click on this Apps menu from the left side pane. Now you can see various app creation options, like Start with Copilot, Start with Data, Start with a Page Design, Start with an App Template. We'll go with this approach. Start with Data here. What does it offer? Let's read this out. Create new tables, select existing tables, or connect to external data sources. Let's click on this. Now, once we click on that, we can see either we can pass the Copilot prompt here or another way to get started. There are three options: create new tables, select existing tables, connect external data. Click on this Connect External Data. By the way, using the Create New Tables approach, we can also start from SharePoint Lists to create an app. And the second one is to select existing tables. The third one is to connect external data. It allows your app to access data stored externally, but leave the data right where it is. We will use this technique to create my Canvas app. Let's click on this. Here we could see, and there are three data sources. These are from SharePoint, from Excel, and from SQL. We'll create this from SharePoint. What happened is that the moment I selected SharePoint, my connection got established. And I can see all my sites from the recent sites list. I can select either from here, or I can directly pass the site URL I will select my site from. This recent sites list, the moment I select my site, I can see all the corresponding lists from that site. This is like a cascading drop-down list. So what I can do is either I can enter in the search box here with the list name, or I can just directly select my list. What I did, I clicked on this financial sample. So I got my site. I got my list. Now, click on this Create App button. So let's see the magic what happened. Without any coding, without any efforts, my app will be created from my SharePoint list automatically. Let's see what is happening. The app creation is in progress. This takes a little bit of time, so please be patient on that. Still it is being created. Yes, perfect. I can see my app here. See, this is my app, and I can see this app. Here, and let's see this app in preview mode. I'll just click on this to run this app, and I can see I can perform the CRUD operations like from SharePoint List what you could do. I'm not adding anything here. What I'll do is edit this list item. You can event delete it using this one. I'm not going to perform those operations. Here, I wanted to show how quickly we can create a Canvas app from SharePoint List data. Otherwise, we can say how we can convert your SharePoint List to a Canvas app very quickly. So this is done. What I'll do is I'll just save this. I have already created another app with the same name, so I'll change the name. That's it. Now I'll publish this app. I have published it. As I told you, I can create the Canvas app from the SharePoint List itself. I'll show you how to create that. This is my list, and I can go to this menu. Select Integrate, then go to Power Apps, then click on this Create an App. Very simple. Very quickly, we can create a Canvas app from SharePoint List itself. Using the SharePoint Integrate module. This is really an amazing feature, and, all these things can be created automatically without any coding knowledge. With just a few clicks. You can see the different way of working with SharePoint List data. Yes, it is loading. This is still loading. Let's see how much time it takes. This also takes a little bit of time. So please be patient. It is being created. Yes, my Canvas app got created. Let's run this in preview mode. Here also I can perform a CRUD operation like create, edit, and delete existing item. This app's look and feel are a little different than the other one. This layout is different. This seems to be based out of the mobile layout. Now what I can do is, I will just save this as is. I have another app with the same name, so I'll just rename it. Let's just save and publish this. Now, I'll move on to the very interesting part, the difference between the Canvas and model-driven apps. I'll show you today something different. Now I'll show you the difference between the Canvas app and the model-driven app. I've outlined the differences in a detailed table. You can go through my article. I'll mention my article URL in the comment section. Mainly, I will focus on this app's sharing and data sources aspect. Here in the Canvas app, you can connect to multiple sources. Data sources like SharePoint, SQL, and Excel, and Where's Model. Driven app primarily uses Microsoft Dataverse as the data source. However, if you want to connect with other data sources, we can do it using Power Automate Flow, APIs, or custom connectors, but not directly. The app sharing aspect is a very important aspect here. In the Canvas app, you can only select the Azure AD Security Group, not the Microsoft 365 group, to share your app. Whereas while sharing your model-driven app, you can select Azure Security Groups as well as Microsoft 365 groups in the model-driven app. We can select the security roles while sharing with the security groups or Microsoft 365 groups. But the security roles are missing in Canvas app sharing. Yes, I will show you this practically. I'll open my Canvas app and model-driven app. I'll open this model-driven app in share mode. Here, this is my model-driven app. In a model-driven app, I can select Azure Security Group as well as Microsoft 365 Group. These are my Azure Security Group and Microsoft 365 Group. I can select them. I can select this. I can select this test security group, and I can assign the security roles. I can assign the security roles for this group. But the same thing, these options are missing in the Canvas app. I will go to my Canvas app. Let's take this Canvas app as an example. I will go here, and I will go and click on the Share option. Now, go to my Canvas app sharing screen. Here, I don't find my Microsoft 365 group. However, I can find my Azure Security Test group. This indicates we can't share the Canvas app with the Microsoft 365 group. So this is the limitation in the Canvas app. You cannot select or share the Canvas app with Microsoft 365 type group. I can't see the security roles as well for my Azure Security Group. This is also a limitation in the Canvas app. However, we can see an enabling of co-owner to the security group for my app. So this is the real difference with respect to sharing model-driven app and Canvas app in Power Apps. So yes, this understanding will really help you while you're sharing your app. And that's all for today's demo. I hope you enjoyed and liked this. If this helped you, please consider subscribing to my channel. In the upcoming days, I will come up with many trending videos on the latest technologies, like Microsoft Copilot, GenAI, machine learning, and Power Platform like Power Apps, Power Automate, SharePoint Online, and many more. Thanks for watching this demo. Thank you.